Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jordan, and I know I haven't posted a video in a little while, but I've kind of been doing some thinking and kind of contemplating kind of the making of this video. This video is kind of like a personal story. I've been planning on kind of doing a series about my life 5 years ago to where I'm at now, and to some of you people, your life may have been the same the entire time, but my life throughout high school and over the past couple of years has really been up and down and just kind of a constant battle. The first part of this is I'm going to talk about where everything started and kind of all the problems, all the family stuff that just kind of happened. I'm not doing this for any kind of like, how do I put this? I'm not doing it for any kind of like, I don't want anybody to feel bad for me. I don't want any pity. I'm just trying to open some people's eyes maybe, or I'm trying to be somewhat personable with you guys, like let you know who I am, where I come from, what's going on in my life, and what's made me who I am now. So I think I was just starting my freshman year of high school. I was like 13 years old, and I had gone on vacation with my grandfather out to Kansas and my brother, and I came home and Mom picked us up from my grandparents' house in South Carolina, and we came home. But at that point, my mom hadn't heard from my dad in a few days because she was down at her parents' house on vacation, and Dad was up here working. Well, she hadn't heard from him for a few days. So it ended up we came home and he was gone, and uh, everything. I guess like money, we didn't have any money. He took all our money. I mean, everything was gone. The house was trashed. It was really just a difficult time for us, and my whole life I didn't know this, and I guess things have been good for a while, but um, my dad or stepdad, I'll get to that whole story later on, he was a cocaine addict, and I never knew about it until I was 13. Apparently when I was younger he had relapsed, and my me and my mom ended up moving down to Florida with my grandparents, and that's a whole different story, a whole different part of my life, and I don't remember too much of it, but a lot of this I remember because it really affected me and it really hit home. And it was really, I learned that he had been clean for almost 8 years, and then he relapsed, and it ended up in them getting divorced and my life changing entirely, and also for my brother because that's his real dad. I mean, his real dad now lives no, lives a state away, 3 hours away. I mean, he doesn't get to see him very often. It's a lot of stuff that goes on. I mean, he's finally gotten himself straightened out, but the whole just going through it and being in high school, being at an impressionable age, I really want to make this commentary to just kind of show you how drugs can ruin your life. I mean, he had everything going for him. He had 2 kids, family, good job, great job actually. He ended up losing that job, but he works for the same company again, but he doesn't make nearly the money he did or anything like that. And now it's just me, my mom, and my brother. I mean, you might think that drugs and stuff like that only affect you and not everybody around you, but in reality, I mean, when he left, he took a whole lot from me personally. He took a lot from my brother, and he just about killed my mom. I mean, it was a really, really difficult time, and I'm sure that when he was doing what he was doing, he wasn't thinking that through. And I don't hold any grudge. I don't blame him. It's just, it is what it is. He had an addiction that started when he was 16, 17 years old. He just made some bad choices, and it ended up biting him in the ass, as it will for everybody else. I mean, I just want to show you guys that drugs are not good to just be fucked with. I mean, there's no point to doing them, and they can end up coming back to haunt you. They can take away everything that you care about. I still remember the day that he stood in front of me and cried because he just did not. I was 13 years old, and he just cried and cried and cried because he felt horrible. He didn't mean to do what he did, but he did it. And it wasn't because he wanted to hurt us, it was because he had an addiction that was so strong that he had to have it. And he hadn't had it for 7 or 8 years. And I mean, it was a really difficult point in my life. I mean, I started to just kind of say fuck school, fuck everything. I really became introverted, and I mean, still to this day I deal with that. I mean, I don't have a lot of friends. I don't try to make friends. I'm literally hateful and spiteful to just about anybody and everybody that I meet because I don't trust anybody. I don't care about anybody. I have like probably 20 friends that I really care about that I would do anything for. But getting to be friends with me it's kind of a big thing. I mean, I'm not saying like, oh yeah, I'm big and bad. Oh yeah, man, you gotta do this to be my friend. No, I'm just, for me to trust you and care about you and really want to help you out and make you a better person or be a good friend, it's just extremely difficult for me to do that because of my past. And I know that the past is the past and you have to move on. It's just sometimes moving on isn't that easy. I wish that it hadn't happened that way, and I wish that somebody somewhere could have caught it and somebody could have stopped it, but it is what it is. And this is kind of the beginning of the series that I'm gonna do, pretty much about where I went from there to now. And it's a good story. It's a very long story. It's kind of hard to follow. And I don't mean to make it that way, it just is because I tell it in person and nobody understands it. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much the end of this part of the story. If you like what you're hearing, click the like button. If you want to hear more or keep up with the story, just go ahead and subscribe. And I will probably be coming at you with one of these videos every couple of days until the story's done. I think there's like 3 or 4 more videos that I'm going to do. Anyways, guys, it's been Jordan, and I'm out.